spooky today. I'm Bobby.
Yeah, I'm Dylan.
Oh my God.
It was me the whole time.
God.
It's me,
Old
Joey.
man Jenkins.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Holy shit.
Welcome to
Red
the
herring.
Oh, fucking red herring. Welcome to the Joystick Show, episode 62, aka the spooky episode.
Ooh.
Now you might be a little confused considering this is uploaded on November 3rd and not October 31st.
And that only 1/3 of us are in costumes.
Well, you can consider.
No, I
that,
dress like this every day.
You can consider that poor planning on our point. Also, I should point out that this is Joey's second horror-themed costume this month.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Joey, really fucking putting in the work, getting the.
I like dressing up. That's what I went to school for.
And he's not wrong, actually.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
The normal YouTube spiel.
Yeah.
Welcome. Make sure to go ahead and like. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
that. Tell you to comment some shit as we keep on going. And we're here to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And some Halloween shit.
We almost, I mean, yeah, like I feel bad because I did have an idea this year. Did you have any costume ideas this year?
No,
because
I did technically, yeah.
Because I had one that I was midway going through, and then I realized that I didn't have a party to go to, so I just dropped it entirely. And that
what were you gonna do?
Bob Ross.
You've never done that before?
No, I haven't done.
That feels like up your alley.
Yeah, because
Why
I have the
haven't you done
hair
that?
right, and then all I would need to get different glasses.
Yeah.
and then just
like a
have
blue button-down shirt,
and then a fit.
cut
and,
off your pinky.
And even then, he would wear a white button up, and that's like
Yeah.
the most easiest thing to wear. You know.
Yeah.
I would just have to make sure the pants match, and that I couldn't find the one thing I couldn't find right away was like similar glasses. They would always be like slightly off.
He doesn't wear glasses though.
I don't remember him wearing glasses.
But I need glasses though. I'm fucking blind as shit.
Oh yeah.
Put on some contacts.
Put on contacts, you baby.
What was I gonna fucking say?
I'm not even gonna lie. Contacts look like they hurt.
I had a couple, friends that were a couple, and they went as one year as Bob Ross. Like the guy was Bob Ross, and the girl was a canvas, like a big painted canvas.
Wow.
But like it would be better on you because you actually have like the hair for it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. He wore like a really big like fake wig, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've been telling you, man, you gotta do that. Gotta do that costume.
What was your costume?
My idea was I wanted to do Burt Macklin from Parks and Recreation, which is Chris Pratt's FBI character. He like wears like an FBI jacket and like aviator sunglasses, and he's just like Burt Macklin, FBI. So that's what I was gonna do.
Cool.
But like Dylan said, we don't have parties to go to.
No. And then even then, there was like a huge theme of everyone I talked to on Friday of people at Halloween parties just messaging me saying this is really lame. And me going, yeah.
Oh, like me?
What do you
Yeah.
mean like parties? Like you go to a friend's house party or
Yeah.
a party?
What's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, what's the other one? The other one's at like a
in
club?
in the city or a party at a
Well,
bar.
like what you're going to is like an event.
I'm
right?
going to a bar. Yeah.
Joey's going to a Halloween party after this, but I'm pretty sure it's the Knitting Factory, right? So
Yeah.
there's gonna be like live music, not live music, but there's gonna be probably a
There's
DJ.
gonna be a DJ and
exactly.
blasting music.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
liquor.
yeah.
I know exactly.
But point is like you're going to like an event, like a place that does this, where we're usually probably go to like a friend's house or something like that, or a family member's
There
house.
was one year where I would usually big house party is my vibe. There was one year I went to a club and it was pretty cool. There was like shuffleboard and
that is
pool and stuff like that.
Shuffleboard.
And there was like a slide, but no one let people go on the slide because it was Halloween and bellying fucking people. You know, like some fucking
Ew.
crazy looking dude would look on the slide. But yeah, that was pretty fun. But you know, normally I would say it's not my vibe even.
Yeah.
To not do anything. But when I was younger, I fucking loved it. Obviously.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to do this year. Just I mean, I went to a party yesterday, but it wasn't really even a Halloween thing. It was
more of a costume thing.
Yeah, it was like a Space Jam themed birthday.
Okay.
And they encouraged people to come like wearing like, you know, NBA team jerseys
wow,
and
I
stuff
would have
like
enjoyed
that.
Yeah.
And then me and my parents were the only 3 people there that wore NBA shit.
No way. No one else. You're kidding.
Yeah.
So wait,
You went to a party that was like, all right, wear your jerseys,
So
be
no
in costume,
so
and
no
you were the
one
only
stuck
one.
to the theme.
Wow.
So
People are just showing up to parties.
So the thing was like the family of the birthday girl, like they dressed, since like I said it was Space Jam, they all had like personalized Toon Squad jerseys. But like me and my parents, you know, we're big Brooklyn Nets fans, or at least my dad and I are. My mom is by association. So we like bought my mom like a nice Brooklyn Nets sweater, and the 3 of us went in like our Brooklyn Nets gear. And granted, it's not like everybody else was in like suits and ties, but everybody else just went like super casual, just a hoodie and jeans, or just like a shirt, or, you know what I mean? And we were like the only 3 who like stroll up.
I find it hysterical that it's like Halloween weekend. People are just like inconvenient. They're like, you know, I'm gonna throw on fucking jeans.
You know what's funny? Last year, Halloween 2020, I thought everyone was going to be like, oh, stay inside. COVID's still around. But it was like everyone was doing everything. There was parties. There was all this stuff going on. This is the year after the crazy year we had 2020, and like no one's doing anything.
Dude, people are they're relearning how to fucking get together and have
the
parties.
like society, human interaction.
That was like another thing. The party I went to yesterday, it was at this like a party place, not really a hall, because when I say hall, I think like a catering hall and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's more like an event space. But point is that it was stacked. Like it could fit like over 150 people easy, but it was only like maybe 50 people there. You know what I mean? So it's like
So there's just mad space.
Yeah. So like, don't get me wrong. I know part of it is probably like COVID. Like they're not used to inviting as many people. But it was weird because there was like a lot of tables set up, but really like only 2 or 3 filled or something like that. But we had a good time, you know.
It's with the family. It's small.
Pretty chill.
Yeah. The team couldn't make it.
Yeah,
The team couldn't make it.
I was gonna invite one of you guys actually.
Oh wow!
My mom told me, she was like, you should invite one of the guys, and I was like,
I would
that's
feel it's
fine.
I didn't have.
But I'm not gonna lie,
I would have showed up in a headband,
bro. I like the fucking starting lineup for the
I would have came in like a little.
I have like a
tracksuit
rosin
and
bag. I'm like fucking chalking
Dylan
it up.
comes in and fucking breakaways his breakaway pants.
I'm dead.
Oh man. There was a part where when they were saying happy birthday to her, they did it in a stage. If you saw my Snapchat story, you probably know what I'm talking about. But on either end of the stage, we didn't know it, they had giant sparkler cannons that like shot out on either side. And when they crescendoed and was like happy birthday, but there was like a girl taping on the side, like right on top of one of them, and she didn't know. So granted, it wasn't like right on top of her, but it was like on her side or whatever. So she's just taking the video, and the next thing you know, you just see, and she's like, ah! She like jumps back, and we really thought this chick was gonna catch on fucking fire.
Oh
It was
God.
insane.
No one like bothered to warn her. Hey, don't stand there.
Guess
They were not
not.
like, watch this shit. It's gonna
Surprised
be
the
so
shit
fucking
out of
funny.
me. I was like,
busy
damn.
rocking out to happy birthday.
I was like, this room got way brighter. What is pretty cool, actually, is the guy who DJ'd. I thought this is a cool bit of information. His name is Gabe. And this guy, Gabe, also DJ'd my parents' wedding. Like, this guy is still around after all this time.
Still DJing?
Not only that,
go.
he's 65 years old, and he
What?
looks no older than 50. This guy does not know how to age. It's kind of crazy.
He's a vampire.
That's
Pretty
wicka,
dope.
wicka
And what's
wild.
mad cool is like you see this guy, and I low-key feel like, well, he has kind of been a part of our family like since the beginning. But every time he sees me, he does that thing. He's like, "Oh my God, Poppy, you got so big!" Like I love this guy. He's mad cool. And then he grabs me. He's like, "I was there at the beginning, Poppy." And then he grabs me and my parents, and we take a big group photo. He's mad cute. I love that guy.
before you were conceived.
Not only do I love this guy,
there.
not only do I absolutely love this guy, but I'm imagining him at every moment in Bobby's life, like off to the side with giant headphones, like you're the man.
At my graduation, and then he goes back down.
Yeah.
He picks up the mic. Let me get a shout out for Bobby.
And it's
I was there.
Is your for you lose your virginity? He's there.
I'm
Like,
there, Bob. He rides his bike. He's
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
At any big moment.
He's just off to the corner
Yeah.
behind his DJ booth.
And like you have false memories where it's like your first day of kindergarten, he's there. Like he's at every big moment.
And when the day comes when you pass, that's when he decides to go to like he passes. He's like, I was there.
It'd be like
He
a-
takes off the headphones. He's like, it's time now.
This sounds like a fucking like the ending to a movie where like I talked to him after all these years, and he's like, "But don't you see? I was there with you the whole time." And then it flashbacks,
No,
and in every scene of
you
my
are
life,
the DJ.
Oh my God. Some Fight Club shit.
I
That's
am
the
you.
movie.
I am
The
you.
DJ.
bro. What the fuck are we even talking about, bro?
Happy Halloween.
Oh
That's
man,
the new movie. Halloween movie. We got to make a movie scary. That's going to be the scary movie.
bro. Nice Taco Bell hoodie.
Thank you.
I say that unironically. That's actually fire as hell.
It is prior.
I tell you,
comes in
about
with like
the-
gear that would look kind of weird on paper.
Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Tacos at Home.
This episode is brought to you in part by Team Joystick.
Yeah.
8.
Because we made this. No, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know if I told you this. I went to the Poconos a couple months back, and I was in a Target. Little known fact: Target and Walmart's are some pretty great places to buy some T-shirts if you need some good new graphic tees.
Yeah.
So I went to the graphic tee section. I was picking up a couple picked up like a cool PlayStation 90s logo shirt and stuff like that.
They really do sell that everywhere.
But
Yeah,
they had
that's
this
Target.
fire Taco Bell shirt. It was kind of like that logo, but it was 80s out. So it had like
Okay.
all these like triangles
lights.
and neon colors and shit like that. It almost looked like the old Taco Bell logo. And I was so excited. I grabbed it and I walked over to my other friends that were with me, and I was like, huh? And they were like, no. And I was like, but I thought I would really like it. And that's the last time I'm ever going to let somebody tell me what to do when it comes to buying clothes.
That was the fucking, that was the
Because I could have
lie.
walked out with like the coolest fucking Taco Bell shirt. We could have matched right now, Dill.
Bro.
You know, but
I could have wore a taco mask.
a
too.
taco mask with a taco knife.
When life gets hard, you always remind yourself that, you know, you can reward yourself with, you know, a cheesy
Chalupa. Gotcha. Have you seen the Taco Bell commercial? It's also a YouTube ad with like the just rounding the bases there.
Yeah. I had to make sure the point.
Have you seen
Taco
the
Bell.
Have you seen the Taco Bell ad? I've also seen it as a YouTube ad where it's like it's the one of the guy and the girl and they're just having like a date night on a beach. It's like low key.
not ringing a bell.
I don't know why. Funny you say that. I don't know why, but it's one of my like new favorite commercials, and it's not even that funny. I just find the fact like I'll explain it to you, and then I'll tell you why I think it's funny.
Okay.
Basically it's one of those commercials that starts off and you have no idea what it is. It's not like a fast food commercial. It's a guy and a girl. They're young, probably like in their 20s, whatever, and they're having like a stereotypical like I think they meet at a party or something like that, and then the two of them end up on the beach at night together, and they're like just walking hand in hand on the beach, and then at one point they end up on the ground and they're like about to kiss, and then a buoy that's on the beach falls over and makes the Taco Bell ding noise. The ding, like the bell.
Yeah.
And then she just looks up straight without even making eye contact with the guy. She just gets up and leaves and then walks to a Taco Bell. And then the ad is like, when you need a taco, you just go get it or something like that. But it's like the stupidest fucking commercial because like 3/4 of it, you're like, what is this, like a romantic comedy?
it's
and then
cute.
it's just her like, oh. And she just gets up and
I
walks to
need
Taco
Taco
Bell. Yeah,
Bell.
it's so fucking stupid.
It's like, hey, what if we made a commercial and then she leaves the commercial?
Yeah, pretty much. To go to
eat?
Taco Bell.
Leaves the commercial.
Yeah, like imagine it's like a horror movie. She's like, grab my hand. You're like, I'm gonna go get
Go
I'm gonna
Taco
get a
Bell.
Whopper.
No, they actually do that. There was a trailer for like a fictional movie, and I think they used that actor from Stranger Things, the one that's the old guy that hangs out with the kids, works at Scoops Ahoy. Do you know the one? That guy. They got that
Matthew
actor.
Fox.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you talking about the guy who voices Sonic?
Is he the one that voices Sonic?
Are we talking about the right person? That he has like the big curly hair?
He has curly hair. He's friends with Dustin. He works at Scoops Ahoy. Steve, I think his name
I
is.
forgot what his real name is.
Steve.
Steve.
I
He plays Steve.
I think he's John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah.
But I forgot his real name.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes.
Him. He was in a Taco Bell commercial where it was like action and horror, and it was a legit Taco Bell commercial, but they made it look like it was a movie. I thought it was a movie, and I was like, oh hey, it's that guy. He's in a new movie after Stranger Things.
He's in.
And it was
He's in a
Steve?
Taco Bell commercial.
yeah, him.
Oh no, that's not. Oh, this is the one that. No, you know what? This is the. They say that he looks like this guy, John Ralphio.
What's his name?
I don't know what his real name is. Though. Joe Keery.
There we go. Shout outs to that guy. He was in a Taco Bell commercial.
Now who plays John Ralphio? What's his name? Ben Schwartz. And now if I type in,
BDN Schwartz.
bam. You see, they say that they're like long lost brothers or something.
Oh, okay. This is interesting.
Kinda.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
see. Wow, I do see. Yeah.
Nah. So no, it's not the same guy. But this guy, John Ralphio, he voices Sonic. Yeah.
That's crazy.
In the new movie.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
Taco Bell. Shout outs to him. And he was in a Taco Bell commercial that was like made like to be an action movie. That's what I wanted to get into.
Damn, I wanted to talk about some movie trailers I saw, but I don't know if I should
Why?
jump into them now or later. Just because they
Later.
were cool. Should I get into that?
Do it
later?
to it now, because you're gonna regret later. Like that Taco Bell shirt.
All right, this guy's good. This guy's good. All right. We'll start. I saw 3 very interesting trailers in the past week. All right?
Okay.
One of them, which I'm sure all of us here saw or at least checked out, was the Lightyear trailer.
Ooh.
For the new Pixar spinoff that's coming out. That shit looks pretty hype. In case you are living under a rock and did not see it, there is a new Toy Story spinoff film coming out about the in-universe astronaut Buzz Lightyear that inspired the toy. So it's not about the toys
not
in
about
any
the
shape or
toy.
form. It's about like the real Buzz Lightyear. Pretty fucking sick. Pretty dope. Also, interesting trivia fact I found. Chris Evans is the voice of the new Buzz Lightyear,
Okay.
and he actually shares the same birthday with Tim Allen, the original Buzz Lightyear voice actor. Kind of cool, right?
Wow.
Little fun fact.
It's like it's written in the stars.
I also saw the trailer for a new Michael Bay movie I want to watch, which is an
Okay.
interesting sentence.
I do not.
Uh,
I do not know he has a new movie.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Michael Bay movies is like he gets ragged on a lot and like really easily because Michael Bay's directing style is very explosive.
Yes.
Pun intended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know it's big. You know what I mean?
Boom.
So it's like when you watch movies like Bad Boys, like the first ones he directed, very over the top shootout scenes, huge explosions. You know what I mean? And then you
Camera
watch
It's
like,
spins.
very much.
Yeah,
There's a
camera
lot
spins.
going on.
and then you watch like Transformers, also Michael Bay films, epic movies, huge CGI, crazy action sequences, right? But he has a new movie coming out called Ambulance that actually looks pretty interesting.
Okay.
It's with Jake Gyllenhaal, and I don't know the name of the other actor. It's a black actor. I recognize him from other
Black
things
man.
too. Sure, but they're like
Black man in an ambulance.
Black man and Gyllenhaal. No, but they're fucking like they're old friends. I don't know like what the story is based on the trailer, but the black guy needs money for his family, and Jake Gyllenhaal's basically like, oh, I can help you get the money, and he's like a bank robber, and he gets like the guy to be like, all right, cool, I'll help you with the bank robbery. They rob the bank, but then what the actual movie's about is they escape through the back of an ambulance that's actually being used by like an EMT that's trying to save a cop's life that like got shot in the shootout or whatever. So the movie then becomes like a car chase with the cops chasing the ambulance, and like Jake Gyllenhaal's like a crazy person inside of it shooting back at them and stuff like that.
But there's someone being like healed in that same
yeah.
ambulance.
And part of it
This
is
sounds kind of funny.
and part of it
Yeah.
is that the other guy, the black dude, is like a combat medic in the war. So he actually like is helping her in the back and
knows
shit
what's
like
going
that,
on.
even though
He
she's
knows.
technically a hostage. And I know it sounds crazy, but and you know, considering the Michael Bayisms in there with like the crazy camera movements and the big explosions, it actually looks pretty fucking intense.
I need to watch this trailer because
Pretty
I'm sure
nuts.
like it looks really cool, but on paper it just sounds like. And then they got into an ambulance, but there was someone in there already, and they're like, yeah, and they're like,
I mean, that just
driving
sounds like Heart Attack of a movie for me, because it's like a big thing that gets me like worked up is suspense.
Yeah.
And like just this like overall feeling of a lot going on.
Well, that
Or,
is
like,
all this movie is.
Yeah. So I just imagined 45 straight minutes
Of
of,
just Dylan, like-
of we're gonna shoot. Oh, the person's gonna die. Oh, they're shooting. Heart attack. He knows. He can save the day.
It's like the police captain is like, we're not shooting that ambulance. One of our boys is in there.
Yeah. And it's like the cop inside the ambulance dies for the 4th time, and for the 3rd time we
Gets
revive her.
resuscitated.
Yeah. Resuscitate. Mouth to mouth.
Oh my god!
I just imagine like the most insane shit going
Imagine
on.
like a bank robber, and he's like, leave the brown car outside in this location, and he gets inside the wrong brown car with a woman who's pregnant.
Yeah.
That's the
and they
movie.
get into a car crash in a hurricane.
And then the Transformers come.
Yeah, and then they fall into a river, which turns into a waterfall.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
And on top of those two, I saw another trailer. Granted, I saw this trailer earlier, but I rewatched it again today. And when I first saw it, I was interested by it. And when I watched it again today, I actually want to go see it now. And I know you know it. It's that new horror movie coming out, The Black Phone.
Yeah.
That looks really,
That
really
looks so
interesting.
cool.
That looks like a really cool
I do
horror
not know
movie.
that.
That,
Black
that's
Phone.
gonna be iconic. I'm telling you, that's gonna be one of the top iconic horror movies. I think.
People are praising it, saying that it's like one of the first, or not one of the first, but one of the newer horror movies to come out with the really original kind of like ideas and plot lines and shit like that.
Word. It's not relying on spooky.
But essentially what it is it's about like a serial killer in a neighborhood who abducts children.
Okay.
And one day he abducts a boy and like locks him in like a basement with the intentions of killing him. His sister like is obviously
Is it sister or friend?
I looked it up. It's his sister.
Ooh.
Well, they have the same last name at least.
Okay.
She's like obviously really worried, and she starts to have these dreams where in the dreams she sees like
Clues.
she basically like leading them to where the killer is and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So like one of the first things she sees is like black balloons or something, which is like the killer's like MO or whatever. And then the cops are like, we never released that information. How the fuck does she know that, low key? So then like her memories start leading it to her. But the reason it's called The Black Phone is because in the room that the boy is locked in while all this stuff is happening outside is a black phone with the cables cut. That doesn't work. But every now and then it rings, and when he picks it up, it's the voice of one of the victims of the killer.
Oh
So
shit.
he's essentially talking to his like killed victims in the past, and they're
Yeah.
aiding him and helping him to escape the room in the ways that they learn to when they try to escape.
Shit.
It was crazy. You see in the trailer, they're like, if you go along the wall, there's a wire that I pulled out from.
Yeah,
Pull that wire. And
there's
you
a
see he's
combination.
following
I
him.
etched it into the wall.
There's a
All
combination I
shit
etched
like
into
that.
the wall with my
Amazing.
pocket.
Exactly. So it's like mystery with supernatural
It's like
elements.
it's
with
like
a
it's
child
like reverse
murderer.
Saw almost. Like it has like weird elements of like different horror movies, but does it in like its unique way.
Yeah, it does. It's
has like the
like-
mystery part. It
Yeah,
has, like,
it'll have flashbacks or flash forwards, but in a unique way of finding stuff. You know, like
There's a really cool shot in the trailer that when I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna love this movie. Was one of the victims was teaching the boy how to fight, and he was like, use the handle of the phone.
Yeah.
And as the boy is like going into the direction, they had the victim boy behind him, and he was like shadowing him, like doing the exact same motions. My nose hit the mic, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's he like whatchamacallit, he tells him to put like what, dirt in the phone or
Yeah,
whatever, make
dirt
it
in the
heavier
phone.
so you can fucking like hit him with it, turn it to a weapon.
nice.
And then the trailer ends with like a very tense part with the kid like about to escape the house, and then the guy opens his eyes. Fucking it looks
It
crazy.
looks good. Group movie night.
Oh, it's funny.
We'll hold hands. Yeah.
We'll hold hands.
I think it's just like so funny that like I was watching that trailer with somebody and they were just like, "Oh my god, that's like terrifying. I could never watch that." And then I'm like, "Really?" Because like I kind of want to watch that, but then at the same time, that same person could watch like Saw and shit like that, and I can't watch that. It's even
Wait, they're
weirder.
scared to see that, but they watched Saw.
Exactly.
That does make sense.
I mean, just people are scared of different things.
Yeah,
you know?
people are scared of different stuff.
Like my thing is, I used to think that I was afraid of gore, but it's not really that I'm afraid of gore. I'm afraid of specifically when people are put in situations where they have to mutilate or harm themselves.
Yeah.
That or like in situations where they have no hope. You know, like that I don't fuck with. So that's pretty much all of Saw, like the Hostel movies, all that
Yeah.
shit. Not
Final
for me.
Destination.
Exactly.
It's
Final
a big
Destination
portion,
is
it's
a
a
little
big
more
portion of
like-
the genre of like maybe early 90s to 2000s genre
Mhm.
is what you're gonna.
And I don't like Final Destination either. I do think they're scary in my opinion.
I love Final Destination.
But the reason I don't like, they kind of weird me out, isn't like people usually are like, because it could happen. Shut the fuck up.
no,
That's-
it's goofy.
a lot of
as
people
fuck.
die every day, and nobody dies like that.
No,
Unless,
no.
like maybe 2% of people die in crazy
Word.
accidents like that. But what I don't like about it is like, you know what the movie's about, so you know it's coming, so you always expect
I think
it.
that's
She's gonna trip. Oh,
I think
she's okay.
I think that's what makes that's why the
It makes
movie's
it
so good.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
you're
it's
waiting for someone to
it's
die.
such a like it's like a gimmick brought to the utmost degree.
Yeah.
It's like just hey, let's have this gimmick. Let's keep doing it. Like I remember like in the what is it like the third movie I think it is that you know what every death is and then they get you with like a second like they'll put it like a second after you think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's that scene where the guy's gonna die in the weight room and then he doesn't die right away, but then they cut the wire and then he
Yeah.
like smashes his own head, and it's like it's like a misdirection almost.
What was I gonna say? I forget which one it is. You ever seen the one? It's one of the Final Destination movies, and it's a girl who dies on a balance beam at a gymnastics meet.
Oh shit.
That's one of the later ones. I
I think it's like 5 or something like
Yeah,
that. So keep in mind, the only one I've watched in full is 3.
okay. I've seen all of them.
I
so-
haven't
haven't
I've
seen,
watched them full.
I haven't only saw bits and pieces of one.
But there's a newer one, and I only reason I saw the scene was because it was on TV once. We had like a party at the house, and
Yeah.
like the downstairs TV just had like a random movie playing on like HBO, and it was that, and it was just on. So it was a scene where a girl's
It might
doing,
even
like-
be the Final Destination.
It might have been actually. I think it
Wow.
was. So there's like this girl's doing like an acrobatics thing on a balance beam, and there's like an air conditioner unit all the way in the ceiling above, and a little like screw falls out of it and lands all the way down on the balance beam.
perfectly set straight up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, the girl goes to like do a move, and you think like, oh, she's gonna land on it or something. So it sets up this big expectation, like, oh, she's gonna die.
And a man runs in with a gun and just shoots.
Practically, she misses and just falls on the floor and breaks her fucking neck and dies. Exactly. It was the most biggest, like, it was graphic to the point where like she's twitching and all that shit. But I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
set up
The
this
point of
whole
the
thing just to
screw.
fucking kill her this other way. I was like, all right, I guess there's some interesting
Wow,
misdirection.
that was close.
Yeah, pretty much. Although I thought that would be way funnier if somebody's just fucking, it's like, fuck you. Why'd you kill her? I don't know.
She dies
She's
from
supposed to
she dies
die.
from another Olympic sport. She gets javelined in the heart.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
The fucking shot put
javelin
comes
thrower-
in and just
The
fucking.
javelin thrower, like it went through the window and went into the next
She
room.
gets
And it's
decapitated
like-
by the discus.
Yeah, just some German discus dude. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You lose.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Oh my god.
Spooky movies.
Speaking of spooky movies,
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think we got a spooky segment coming up.
Yeah.
Segment doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound. That sounds like a curse.
It
Sounds
does.
horrible.
We got a
I
spooky
wouldn't want to be called that.
We got a spooky segment, and it was provided to us by Team Joystick's resident spooky boy, Joey.
Me, Joey. I made a segment today because I figured Bobby and Dylan have done so many. I want to do one, and I thought, what better one than the one close to Halloween? Even though you're probably watching this November 3rd.
Yeah.
But let me get my phone right now because it's all on my phone.
Oh shit. Super prepared.
I had to charge it.
What was I gonna say? We gave Joey about 20 minutes, 26 minutes actually, approximately, to come up with a name for the segment, and we told him, like, halfway through the show we're gonna send it to you. We're gonna be like, Joey, we need a name. This motherfucker came up with a name like 2 seconds in.
It's cheesy as fuck. You're not gonna like it.
No, it's better than fucking anything we came up with in that amount
welcome
of time.
to Trivia or Treat.
Ooh.
This segment is gonna be a bunch of trivia on horror movies and horror, just horror trivia for the season.
All right.
Just let me know when you guys are ready. They're
I know.
all multiple choice A, B, C, and you guys got to choose which one sounds the most correct.
I know nothing about horror, so this ought to be interesting.
Play along too for the boys and girls at home.
All right, you said 3 options, right?
Yeah, I mean 3 is easy. I think I'd be better off at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I'd do better than state your case.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Ready?
All
Question number 1. Who is Michael Myers hunting? His aunt, his babysitter, his sister?
Okay, I think I know this one.
So A, his aunt, B, his babysitter, C, his sister.
I'm gonna go with C and say sister on this one, if I remember correctly from one of the movies.
I'm going to go ahead and say B, babysitter, because I'm pretty sure he killed his sister when he was a child.
Ooh,
So,
you ready?
Yeah.
The answer was C, his sister.
Fuck.
He was killing in the original movie a babysitter, but it's revealed in Halloween 2 that Laurie is his sister.
I thought he killed his sister. That was like.
Yeah,
when
what?
was
He
a
did
kid.
kill his sister. He had more.
Oh, you see that?
Mhm.
It's fucking
This
confusing.
is he had 18 of them. He's going.
There was a
through
bunch of that. There was so many Halloween
Michael
movies.
Myers was the one boy in the Myers sister family.
Yeah.
Bro, he was going after all
and
of
he
them.
was pretty fucked up.
yeah.
But yeah, the original movie for Halloween was supposed to be the babysitter murderer.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, no, that movie,
Yeah,
that
'cause
title
that-
sucks. They
They
were like,
had, they had the intro scene where he enters the house or like is
that was the
outside
first
house.
scene filmed.
Yeah.
Or the last. One of
Shout
them.
outs.
But yeah, then they changed it to Halloween because they figured it would make more money if it's called after a theme. That
Mhm.
way, every year you could screen it, and they were right.
It was-
Every year from that on, they would Halloween
Yeah, that's
because of the
true.
title of the name.
What's pretty funny is I actually just carved pumpkins the other day. It's like the first time I ever did it. But while we were doing it, we were watching it was like those shows, like the movies that made us or whatever, but it was specifically horror movies.
I was
And it was an
watching that.
episode, like it was about Halloween, but I didn't pay attention because I was too busy carving my pumpkin.
That
So I feel
movie
like if I
was-
would have,
You would like those.
I would have had a fucking point right now. But
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen those, but we'll get to those later.
Whatchamacallit, a lot of these questions come from that
Oh, look at
documentary. It's really
Well,
cool. But
Should have
that
fucking
movie,
paid attention.
that movie Halloween was done like people like straight out of college. Like they had like little to no money. It was a lot of it was a big family project.
Yeah.
They said. So cool.
Shout out to John Carpenter.
Yeah.
The homie.
All right, number 2. Which of these lines was not said by Chucky, the clown in Child's Play? Not the clown,
The doll?
toy. Yeah, the toy. So which of these lines was not said by Chucky? I have a queer kid, gender fluid. Ain't about the size, asshole. It's how you use it. Or C, I'ma shove my Hasbro foot up your ass.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that B and C I feel like this might be misdirection here, because they sound real.
All right, so here we go again. Which of these lines were not said by Chucky? A, I have a queer kid, gender fluid. B, it ain't about the size, asshole. It's how you use it. Or C, I'ma shove my Hasbro foot up your ass.
I go C on this one.
I'm gonna go A.
Ready? The
Yeah.
correct answer C, I'm gonna shove my Hasbro foot up your ass. Chucky has never said that.
He said the A thing recently in the show.
Oh no.
Yeah, in the new show on Sci-Fi, he actually alludes to his son from Chucky 4, I believe.
The seed of Chucky was
The
it?
seed of Chucky. He says, I have a queer kid,
Chucky
gender
Jr.
fluid.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting? I don't know, because that movie was done way before a lot of people, like, when a lot of people were very mean to the LGBTQ community still. I wonder if having that character, that Chucky's son was like, oh, I want to be a girl, or I want to be a boy. And a lot of the comedy played off of Chucky not understanding it and being angry. I wonder if they used that as a joke more than a statement. And now that it's like, they're trying to be PC, they were like, oh, we agree with it. We weren't mocking it back then.
I don't think the team behind the seed of Chucky in 2008 was really
Like thinking
really
about
proactive about this. It's just my opinion.
I don't know. That's what I
the
was...
deep thinking.
This is the movie with Britney Spears in it, right? Where he like kills
The
her.
seed
And
of Chucky.
yeah, I don't think, but that's just my opinion on it. I think it worked out greatly in the long run. Now they could jump on that train and be like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But
He always accepted it.
that was what I was hugely afraid of as a kid, actually, Chucky. My cousin used to like it. He would play it at my grandma's house, and I would like literally run to my grandma's room and stay in there for 2 hours until the movie finished.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with Chucky.
Pretty spooky.
And then one time we went to a Planet Hollywood, you know that
Yeah,
movie-themed restaurant.
The theme.
No, we went to the one in Orlando, Florida, and they sat us at a table that was literally right next to the glass case with the Child's Play Chucky doll,
Nice.
like the prop.
Wow.
And I remember, like, I wasn't like crying or anything, but I was very uncomfortable the whole dinner. I was just like
You're
not
there
looking
eating
to
your,
the
like,
left.
chicken nuggets and
Yeah,
french
yeah, yeah. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm not fucking with that.
Oh, Dito. Poor Bobby. I wasn't scared of Chucky, but I was scared of the idea of things that are not supposed to be alive. So, like, my cousin had this, like, weird, ugly monster doll, because, like, back when you're a kid, they try to market to boys, look how ugly this fucking thing is. You want it.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't that kid, but my
Yeah.
cousin was. So there was this weird plush monster, and my aunt said, you should see how it eats. So I think it came with, like, little weird, like, foods that you could put in its mouth. But she said that, and I thought that this thing moved and consumed things.
It
I
woke
was like,
up in the middle of
oh
the
my
night.
God, I don't want to be near that thing.
Oh.
She said that you should see how it eats, and I thought this fucking toy, like, consumed, like, opened the fridge and shit. It was like, what do we have
Makes
to
a
eat?
bowl of cereal.
Y'all ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Jason has killed all but the following. So which one of these things has Jason never killed? A police officer. B, animals. Or C, astronauts.
Fuck.
Which of these has Jason not killed? A, policemen. B, animals. C, astronauts.
Oh man, he has to have killed an astronaut.
I'm thinking
This motherfucker went to
yeah.
hell. This motherfucker went to New York. This motherfucker's been around. All right. So, I think it's animals.
I'm also gonna say animals.
I'm gonna say animals.
You're both correct. Jason has never killed an animal.
Jason and PETA. Look at that.
They actually wanted to have a scene. I forgot which movie, but there was a movie where there was a scene that they wanted Jason to kick a barking dog, and the director was like, "No,
Too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, no, hell no.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
They said
That's
we
too
wanted
far.
to have
I'm
Jason."
sorry, I disagree. What the fuck? You're telling me that this guy can plunge knives into human beings with no problem, but he can't kick a dog?
I agree
this
with
is look.
this.
I love animals as much as the next guy. I am not a dog
Bobby
kicker.
wants to kick dogs.
That's not what I'm saying.
Look, although
but you know,
I'll come at you, devil's advocate, as an avid enthusiast of punting animals. You should. This is not cool. You should not do that in
it's
a
so
movie.
funny because Dylan loves animals arguably the most here out of all of us.
Word.
He's like the biggest.
Yeah. No, but I agree. Jason should never kill an animal. They should keep that forever.
What saves, like you said, this guy's comfortable with killing people. What saves this theory is that Jason is just asphyxiated with the idea of killing people that, like, counselors, because they weren't watching him. So he's just fixated on, these are the people I have to kill. I don't need to kill animals or anything else.
And
that.
astronauts.
And astronauts.
Yeah,
He's killed an astronaut in Jason X.
Okay.
He was in space. He was in space killing
I
astronauts.
love that.
Can we make? Can they pay us to make the next
Yeah.
Friday the
'Cause it's
13th,
like
please?
on-
Love it.
And
I
they
just
just
love
put
it.
him wherever the fuck you want. Like, you know what I mean?
And he's in a 7-Eleven.
And we'll have him kill an animal.
Yeah.
We'll be the movie that has him killed.
We'll have him go rampant at a zoo and accidentally. He will accidentally kill an animal, and that's what kills him. He will.
Friday the 13th safari slaughter.
Oh my god, that's the next movie.
He accidentally stabs a giraffe, and he turns it on himself. He's like, I can't.
He drops the knife. You see, he's like, everyone's like, why'd he stop chasing us? What's happening? And he just starts crying, and that's the end of the movie. Cool. All right, be on the lookout for that movie. Number 4. Victor Miller, the writer for some of the Friday the 13th movies, says he found a formula after watching Halloween a few times. To quote him, the killer will always go after those who are A, smoking pot, B, babysitting, C, having sex. One of these is not the right answer. Which one is it?
Repeat them?
I'm going to do it, yeah. Victor Miller, the writer of the Friday the 13th movie, says that he found a formula after watching Halloween a few times. So the killer will always go after those who are only doing these things. One of them is not it. Smoking pot, babysitting, having sex.
I'm gonna go with the devil's lettuce on this one. I'm gonna go with smoking pot.
I gotta think about this for a second.
Because I mean, that is a thing that happens in some movies, but I wouldn't think that like I don't remember anyone in Halloween ever smoking pot.
So when he was reading the question, I thought the answer was gonna be
Having
sex
because that's the main one.
Yeah. But then when he said that, it's not one of the answers. It has to be one of the other two.
Yeah.
You said smoking pot.
Yeah.
Smoking pot and babysitting.
The thing is, I don't recall anybody smoking weed either, but I feel like it's babysitting. I just feel like the quote sounds better if it's smoking pot and having sex. So I'm gonna go babysitting.
The correct answer is B, babysitting. You keeping score? Because I'm not.
Bobby has 3, I have 2.
Okay, good job. But yeah, he said that he was like, the formula is always either smoking pot or having sex. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it was like that too, formulating. I chose babysitting because there is a lot of babysitting.
No, yeah, that's super close. I was like, damn, those are. Like,
I mean, it's always the vices,
Those are the victim tropes right there.
They're protecting a small child.
They're doing bad things.
Also,
you're gonna
real quick,
fucking kill them.
Let's be real here. If there was a pot smoker involved in a situation where there was a killer on the loose, I don't think they have pot smokers right. We're some paranoid motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like we'd be the first ones to be like, nope.
They're in their house under the bed already.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're already
I mean?
Getting ready.
Just horror movies think fucking stoners are Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Like, oinks.
Just walking into a door that says murderer on it and just opening it.
Let me go check this.
Meanwhile, I fucking smoke half a J at 11 o'clock at night. My bed creaks. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's like these people think birds aren't real. So.
All right, 3-2.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Feels good.
Trick or Treat director Michael Dougherty named his iconic burlap sack kid Sam after A, his son who died at birth, B, his childhood pet black cat, or C, the phobia of Halloween, Samhainphobia.
I'm gonna go with C.
It's C.
It is C. All right, because I feel like that's one of the trivia questions they say, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like,
no, Joey told me that like a month or two ago.
Have I? Oh,
yeah, it was because you showed or like you posted a picture, like even when it's not October, you still post a lot of like horror themed stuff, and you posted like a chart or something, and the only person I didn't know was Sam.
It was so like circle your favorite 3 horror masks, and
that's
Sam was one of them.
Yeah, and I didn't know what it was, so I asked Joey, and Joey gave me a very short biography about it, and that was one of the things you mentioned.
Wow,
I was like, oh, shit, I did. Look at.
And you got it right too, Dylan.
Shout outs to knowing trivia. That's pretty much just memory. That's all it is.
Samhainphobia is the fear of Halloween, and it's actually a real fear. If he was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna name my kid Sam," that'll be funny.
Wild. All right.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Number 6. Freddy Krueger was played by the notorious Robert Englund, but was replaced with Jackie Earl Harley in the reboot in what year? A, 2006, B, 2008, or C, 2010?
Fuck. I was really hoping they'd be farther off. I know it was around that time.
So that's the Freddy Krueger that literally every Freddy Krueger fan does not like.
The only thing that I remember about this movie coming out was I remember watching the trailer on movie trailers on demand on Verizon or no Time
Time
Warner Cable.
on
Yeah.
demand.
Damn,
And I watched it at my church because every day after school, my dad would pick me up. I'd
How
go to the
horrific,
rectory.
Bobby.
Yeah, right.
Wow, you
How
watched that at
terrible.
church?
I would go to the rectory. There was this big TV room. I'd eat lunch, do my homework,
The
and watch
Ring,
movie
The
trailers on
Grudge,
demand.
watch
The
porn.
Exorcist 3. Bobby's watching the worst movie.
I like how I just said I watched the fucking movie trailer, and you guys are making me to sound out like I'm the most perverted
gonna watch
9-year-old at
Schindler's
church.
List.
Like I'm 9 years old. I'm watching fucking like
You're
MTV2
fucking-
and Comedy
you're
Central.
sinning, Bobby.
Anyway, fucking, I honestly think that had to have been like 2006. That was really early back. At 2008, I was pretty much already at St. Liz by that point, so I'm gonna go 06. That's my answer on this one.
I'm gonna go with Bobby's judgment. I'm also gonna say 06.
The correct answer is 2010.
Damn.
Ooh, that was late.
It
Yeah.
was, I think, early 2010, and they were like, "Let's do this,
Mhm.
remake the whole series."
Yeah.
Pretty lit.
Oh well.
They planned to do a lot more, but then because of how the reaction a lot of people got, they were like, "Oh,
Poorly
we're just gonna do
received,
one."
And also with a lot of those horror movies, I feel like since a lot of them they've already made like 20 a lot of the times, it's like you can't really make more. It's
Yeah.
like really hard
You have to
to.
go. That's the problem with the Friday the 13th. They're really trying to bring it back, and it will be their 13th movie. Their next movie will be their 13th movie, and they don't know
They don't
whether
want
to
to fuck it up.
they don't know whether to start from scratch or continue from somewhere. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
I'll be judging.
Don't you guys? We're doing the 13th movie.
Yeah.
Guys. We already have the.
We're
fucking
doing,
script done.
Nightmare,
Safari.
Nightmare on Elm Street 29 is
Yeah.
us.
Let's go. Number 7. As of this year, the movie Scream. As of this year, 2021, for those who are watching this in the 2030. As of this year, Scream will be celebrating its A, 20th anniversary, B, 25th anniversary, or C, 30th anniversary.
Wait, what year? Wait, what? Next
Scream.
year?
No, as of this year. As of this year, 2021, the movie Scream will be celebrating its 20th anniversary, 25th anniversary, or 30th anniversary.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go 25.
It's 25 or 30. I just
I'm gonna
don't
go
know.
25 because 30 would make it to.
91. It's still very possible.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm gonna go with.
What's the difference between 91 and 96?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 25 on this one. 96.
I'm gonna go with. All right, hold on. Let me think. I'm gonna go with 90. I'm gonna go with 30. 30-year anniversary.
The correct answer is 25.
Woo! Tied, baby.
Came out in 96.
It
really?
came out, Scream came out December of 1996.
Crazy.
Let's go.
And whatchamacallit?
we were alive for that.
We
Yep.
were. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing, because I like a lot of horror stuff on Instagram. There was just all of a sudden a bunch of like Scream merch and Ghostface posters and stuff that I was like, this is weird. Like there's
Scream's
a lot
one
of
of my faves.
like everyone was talking about him. This guy is like not spoken about like through all horror. That's always like Mike Myers, Jason, Freddy Krueger, and like no one really talks about Ghostface.
Yeah.
But everyone was talking about it, and I looked up like, why is everyone making a big deal? And it's like his 25th anniversary is this year
And now there's the new one coming out too. The
to celebrate the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, that one looks cool too.
Yeah, it looks really dope. I like the idea that because Ghostface is known for being a stalker, knowing like everything about your house to what you do, your work life.
Same.
Yeah, and they now, because it's to fit this generation, he knows how to hack smart houses.
He's
And
gonna
I
be
think-
in the nest. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
like-
pretty much what it is.
He's like, I jacked up the heat to 130. You're
Burn.
I think that's so fitting for this character.
Dehydrate, bitch.
I think
Your
it's so
Amazon
fitting.
Echo will order $1,000 worth of goldfish.
hacked into your Amazon Echo.
Google Play will only play one song. Right?
No.
But yeah, no, that's like one of my favorite. Like I went as him like twice for Halloween. So
I went on his. I actually went on his as a kid too.
Yeah.
I was in 3rd grade and I went as Ghostface.
Remember the
and I never
Ghostface?
watched
I
that
had the
movie.
one and like
The
it pumped
Ghostface with the
blood.
pump, yeah, the
I
heart
had the
pump and the
yeah.
blood.
You know
Fuck
what's
yeah.
weird, and I don't know why. Ghostface is the most marketed serial killer for children.
Yeah, he is.
It's not.
I
Freddy
think it's
Krueger
Weird
or
sentence,
Jason.
man.
Yeah, yeah. It's also. I think it might also be because it's like the whole series is like ironic. You know,
It's
like
ironic, and they
the
have
whole
silly
point-
masks
Yeah, it's supposed
too.
to be
There's, like-
satirical,
Or at
I
least
think-
it started that way.
Yeah, yeah.
It
At least
takes
the
itself
first
more
one.
seriously.
Yeah.
but,
But I was thinking maybe that's why it's so like almost tongue in cheek in a way. It's like, oh, let's make everyone wear this. It's kind of like a.
I think it's also it was like like you said, it was marketed. It was kind of like silly and everything. Because like third grade me never saw Scream. I just was like, I want to be him.
I saw
wanna be
Scary
that.
Movie 1. That's what I saw.
Nah.
Yeah,
where
I saw that too at a young age. I was like, this is funny.
where he fucks the vacuum. Fucking great scene where he's like,
Hey, it sucks.
Yo. You ready for the next question?
Let's go.
This is a new one, guys.
What question is this?
8. This is
All right.
question 8 out of 10.
What are we at? Like 4-3 or something like that?
we're tied.
Oh, we're tied? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you beat me on one. This one, you that one. Got it.
All right, ready? In Netflix's Squid Games, what number is our protagonist wearing on his jumpsuit? 346, B, 465, or C, 456?
Bro, I'm
Why couldn't it
dyslexic, bro. This is horrible. Repeat.
What was C again?
You want to look at it?
Just tell me
No,
C.
just you repeat.
C is 456.
456. I want C.
Okay, what were the other two?
A, 346, B, 465, or C, 456?
I'm gonna go with 456.
Okay, ready? The
Yeah.
correct answer is C, 456.
Let's go. Still tied.
I knew it in my head. I knew it was for something, but then when he said C, I was like, fuck! I was like, it's the same fucking thing.
I was like, if I just keep a 400
Yes.
number, you're gonna know.
456.
Even if it was like
456.
415, I would have been like, no, it's the 456. But fuck. That was good.
That was whatchamacallit. Did you guys see Squid Games or just
Yeah.
like a few episodes?
Yeah,
I watched it. Yeah.
I think
I-
it's cool.
I mistakenly watched it thinking it was an anime because when I first people in the Smash community were posting about it, they were like, "Oh my god, Squid Games is so good," and I was like, "Is that like an anime or some shit?" And then I looked it up
figured.
and I was like, "Not an anime." I checked it out. Pretty cool.
Whatchamacallit. I teach preschool, and when after watching Squid Games, I was like, let me teach these kids red light, green light, because that's like a game children play, and this is their first time in preschool. I'm sure not a lot of them have learned that game. So I was like, we're gonna play a game called red light, green light, and this one little girl like shot up and was like in Squid Games, and I was like, I didn't know whether to be like,
Yeah,
or
we'll
like
fucking kill you if
No,
you
yeah,
lose.
right. We're
Fucking
gonna fucking
loser.
shoot you.
Yeah.
But what's funny is that I started first so the children could learn. That little girl, 4 years old, is like doing the strat the girl does in the show, hiding behind people. Like she was learning moves on how to play red light, green light.
You know they banned Squid Game costumes in New York City school districts.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. I mean, it's probably
You
because
can't go as that, but you can go as Freddy Krueger and anyone else.
I don't fucking know, man.
Weird. 9.
Number 9.
Pretty close.
Number 9. How much money did Paranormal Activity earn at the U.S. box office?
The answer is a lot. It
Too much.
made a lot
A.
of money.
108 million.
Uh-huh.
B, 89 million.
Uh-huh.
Or C, 97 million.
All right, these are all really fucking close.
108 million, 89 million, or 97 million. Paranormal Activity, the first one.
What are you thinking here, Dylan?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's the largest one, but
That's-
I don't want to say yet. I think it's the second highest or the highest.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, we're at an impasse. I'll pick a different one if you want, but I'm gonna say max number.
that was my gut too.
I'm gonna go with max.
The max
here.
number?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
108.
highest one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 97 million.
The correct answer is the highest number, 108 million.
I should have gone with my gut.
And you should have got that Taco Bell shirt too.
Your life is full of regrets,
I
man.
should have done a lot of shit. Fuck, man.
The Paranormal Activity made $108 million.
I knew it.
I
said
like
too.
it
That
too.
movie
I
made a shit ton
love
of money.
Worldwide,
You're right.
it made $193.4 million.
Remember when that movie came out, how fucking big of a deal it was? It was like the biggest thing in the world.
And anytime a found footage movie comes out, everyone's like, "Oh, it's real,
It's
guys!
real.
Guys, it's real!" And I'm like, "This is like the 30th found
But the
footage."
thing was,
movie.
Young
like-
kids were so curious
Yeah.
about it. Like,
Nowadays,
everyone-
it's like stupid. If you watch
Yeah.
like a found footage movie, you're like, oh my god. But like when Blair
Or they-
Witch Project came out, people
love
thought
Blair
those
Witch.
people were dead.
Yeah.
Like people thought
Yeah,
that
that was
shit
like- that was in
actually
98,
was really.
99.
Then they like came and they like got the award for the movie, and people were like, "What the fuck? Like we put out posters for you, motherfuckers!" Like, yeah, it's fucking insane.
Speaking of other things that people thought were real, fun fact: War of the Worlds. Do you know the movie War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
War of the Worlds.
Like, you mean like the Tom Cruise one? Or the-
Yeah. Well, it was a radio show
Yeah, I
back
know.
long time ago.
That's why I'm asking. I don't know if you were referring to that or the movie.
Okay, well, the radio show a
Yes.
long time ago.
Orson Welles.
For Halloween, they
Or was it
said
H.G.
it.
Wells?
Orson Welles, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They said it on a radio show near Halloween, and people legit were like thinking this is real, that people were killing themselves, looting, robbing, because they were like, aliens are attacking. The show is filmed and like on like as a radio show, as if they were here. They're like, they've landed in Washington.
Yeah, they've always done that.
They're here.
Yeah.
They're attacking.
Also,
People are
I
talking.
watched a video about that. That's kind of, it's also an urban legend. I watched a video about it.
What I just said is an urban legend.
Only they did a poll at the day after, and only 2% thought it was real.
Yeah.
Wow.
But people people didn't know, and for like a few minutes, people really like, you're right. People did do like bugged out, but it's in like, you know, the memory. People really like hype it up to make it like a huge deal.
Like a huge deal.
Yeah. But it like no one
It
knew
did
what
scare
the
people.
Yeah.
It did do, but
Like
people are hyping it.
imagine working all day, coming home, putting on the radio.
They're attacking. They killed the president.
Yeah, and then you're like, what? And then you go outside and you're like, yo, Steve, you see this? And Steve's like, nah, you're good.
No, but think about it. Back in the day, there was no cell
Yeah,
phones,
there was
and
no-
like you had to wait for the
There was
newspaper.
no TV. There was no TV.
There was no
either.
TV, so you believed everything that the radio man told you.
Yeah, it's like, what
So
else?
if there's aliens coming and fucking people up, there's aliens coming and fucking people up.
Yeah, we know now.
You
We
go
know
to-
now.
You go to the sports section. Thai cop killed a man with his bare hands. It's like, oh wow,
Fucking
well,
fake news, man.
Back to Paranormal Activity. It made that much money, and it only had a $15,000 budget.
Yeah. Found footage movies are mad cheap to make. If you really think about it, the movie's just a fucking what? It's a couple with a camera.
It's a couple with a camera.
Yeah, fall asleep and have something scare you.
Spooky. Can we make a movie, guys? Like an independent movie, just paying
Bro,
turn
I
a super
can.
profit, please.
Can we?
I actually have an idea for like a movie like
I
that.
want to make a slasher film in like my old neighborhood, where like
Do you
the-
really? I
where
don't
like
mind.
you know where
We should make a fun
where the
slasher
wildlife is.
movie
I have a.
the wildlife preserve.
Can I
Yeah.
say my movie idea?
after the segment.
Yeah, we have one.
We
have
were on the
one
last
left.
question of this
Okay.
20+ minute segment. Let's wrap it up.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't care. It's been fun.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm waiting to hear this movie.
Here's the last question, right? Where does Washington Irving's Sleepy Hollow story takes place? A. New York. B. Boston. C. Pennsylvania.
New York. Hey.
Well, there's multiple Sleepy Hollows.
But Washington Irving's Sleepy Hollow. When I Googled where does Sleepy Hollow take place, this place pops up.
I'm gonna go with New York.
You're both right. It is New York.
Dylan beat me.
I
By
didn't
one
know that, actually.
Fucking point.
I didn't. I thought it was somewhere else, but it was like New York. Congrats.
Congrats, Dilla.
You get to wear the. You get to have the knife.
You win the,
Yeah.
Now kill him.
the trivia or treat trophy.
What's your movie idea?
Oh wait, first of all, come on, fucking thank you, Joey, for the trivia or treat segment. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was super cool. It was actually fun to actually play a segment instead of like, provide it. That was cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got
Very
gas. I
fun.
don't know.
Feels
hold
really
on.
nice to win.
There we go.
Have
My
you
God.
lost a lot of them?
No, but on the last one I did
Last one
really
was
bad.
tricky.
The,
I was
the
gonna
last
say-
one. The last one was really hard.
I was gonna say before we started the segment that I actually played the segment out with Jose when he came to visit, and he got a 4 out of 6. So it might have just been you, buddy. I don't know. But yeah, Dylan got a 1 out of 6 on the last segment. So hopefully, you did better than that.
I win.
Now are we talking about movie ideas?
Yeah, real quick. I don't want to talk about more time.
If this is like an actual really good idea, you're not gonna see any of this. I'm gonna cut it, and then we're gonna make that movie.
Yeah, word. So back when COVID was going on, I as a teacher was filming myself a lot wherever I went, and I would like be talking in my preschool teacher voice, like, "Hello, boys and girls, it's me, it's Mr. Joey. I'm over here, and I'm gonna look at this thing." I was thinking of what if we start a movie like that, like it's just like a child-friendly guy, maybe he's in colorful clothing, and he's talking to what is going to be shown. And we're going to be learning about trees today. So we went into this forest to learn about the different trees. And as he's doing that and like recording himself, so he has no crew, he's by himself. As he's going, he slowly finds like trails to a murder. And it kind of like he drops the kid voice, and then it becomes a found footage movie.
I mean, we could even do something. You could do like an ARG out of that, where it's like you make it interactive. Or like I know a guy on TikTok who he works like the night shift to like a graveyard, and he makes fake ghost videos on TikTok. Ooh. So that reminds me of something similar with that, where it's like you could even do like you could do like a YouTube series.
And it's a different topic for children every episode.
It's a
and
different
there's something else.
Yeah, and then one of them, it's like he gets stalked and killed. There's another one where he stumbles upon someone getting killed, right?
Maybe I'm in like a time loop
Yeah,
of just
there's
people
another one
getting killed.
yeah.
This colorful guy.
There's
just
another
getting
one.
killed.
There's another one in the loop. Yeah, that's a really good segment. That's a really good idea.
Fuck, maybe Joey can help me. Oh yeah. Have you ever heard of a movie called Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon? It's actually a very interesting movie. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's a movie that's filmed to be a documentary that follows this guy named Leslie Vernon, who aspires to be a serial killer. So it's literally like a crew of people. It's like a documentary. They ask him questions. They follow him in his daily life. But what's interesting about the movie is that it's completely filmed like a documentary. Like, it's him going to the store, buying knives, checking out masks. It talks about the psychology of like why he wants to do these things. And there's even like these parts where it gets really like moral, and they start to ask him like, are you sure you want this? Maybe you can do anything you want or whatever. And it's actually well known as being like not a good movie, but a very interesting movie. But the thing is, where people kind of like lose it is like 3/4 into the movie. I'm gonna spoil it. Sorry, spoiler alert for this fucking movie. He ends up going through with it, and he ends up going through with his like killing spree. But when that happens, the mise en scène of like the movie goes from that documentary found footage look to an actual like filmed horror film.
That sounds so cool.
Whereas like I think it would have been cooler if it was still like the news camera footage, but they're getting slaughtered and shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's really cool because for the first half of the movie, you actually like weirdly sympathize with this seemingly normal guy. Like you even he doesn't look like a crazy guy. He looks just like a normal white dude, but you know that he has these like deep intentions who he wants to fucking murder people. It's insane.
Interesting.
I feel like that's my favorite. It's like when you get a guy who's not great and you make the audience attached to that person. I feel like that's always
Black
a good
Mirror
movie.
does that a lot. Black Mirror gives you like a mean person, and then they kind of somehow make you kind of feel
because
sorry.
that's the best thing, because then you're conflicted and now you're watching it and you're like, well, I don't know.
This person's not good, but
Yeah.
I don't want them to suffer.
There's another movie. Yeah, here I thought Dog. All I remember was Dog. It's called Man Bites Dog. It's a horror comedy documentary, and it's well known as being kind of like an uncomfortable movie to watch, even though it's an older movie. But it's again very much like the Leslie Vernon movie. It's a documentary film where it's black and white too, where a film crew follows a serial killer, like an active serial killer who kills people regularly, hides the bodies, all that shit. But as in the opposite of them, like, sympathizing him or whatever, they actually like start to become in like part of his world, and before you know it, like this camera crew starts like killing people with them, helping them hide the bodies, and they become like friends. It's kind of insane, yeah. What? But the way it was filmed is people thought it was real, like very similar to the Blair Witch Project. People thought like these people were straight up murdering people. Yeah.
Shit.
As someone who watches like really bad movies, like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really bad found footage movies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horrible ones where it's like a group of kids.
I'm trying to think of a bad one I watched.
Yeah, it was one. What was this? There was a show that Rooster Teeth had, Achievement Hunter. They had a show where they would watch bad movies, and I do not remember this movie because they were watching it. But there was one that I remember watching that was like a 2-hour found footage film.
2 hours. Wow.
And it had maybe 5 twists in it. Like the person you thought was a killer was actually not the killer, and then they like had a scene in the
cameraman was
and then they
woman.
and then no, literally there was a scene where like the found footage cat, like they turn it and it was like it was the different person that like got lost, but he was holding the camera the whole time. I'm like, wait, what?
Okay.
What you guys ever, what movies I'm not crazy about, but I do think they're interesting, especially for the times we're in.
What?
Like the horror suspense movies that take place like on the internet, where like people talk through
Those are getting
webcams and shit
popular.
like that.
Yeah,
They
no,
are.
I do not like them. I find them so
them
shitty.
dumb.
They're
It's not that I
so
find
dumb.
them shitty, and like, yeah, maybe I do a little bit, but it's also just like, I don't know. It's creative, but I don't want to go to the movie theater and watch a fucking
Zoom
desktop
call.
screen. You know what I mean? I want to watch. Even if it's a found footage movie, at least it's stuff you're not seeing all the time in your
like
fucking
at that,
house.
well, I
It's
mean,
like,
at that point, like I feel like
Everyone take your hand off the keyboard.
I would want to watch that at home.
yeah.
I would never go to the movies and like.
Oh
you said,
yeah, for sure.
wanna-
Fuck that. No. But yeah,
What was that movie called? Unfriended. I
There's
said that. Everyone
Unfriended.
take your hand off the keyboard.
there's a
And they're
couple
like,
of them now. There's Unfriended. That one's most of them are like suspense though. There's one Searching. I think this guy's in a John Cho. That one's like he's looking for his daughter, or his wife, or his girlfriend, something like
On
that.
Zoom?
Yeah.
On Zoom.
There's another one that
She's in my files.
there's another one that came out recently. I remember when I went to go see Wrath of Man, the Jason Statham movie. There was a trailer for one of those movies where like they get like this woman to pretend to be she pretends to be like a Muslim woman or whatever to basically get inside and talk to like an Al-Qaeda contact or like a terrorist contact.
Okay.
But then she starts like a fake online relationship with him and he falls in love with her, and then when he finds out that she's
Falls
not
in
who
love
she
with
is.
Al-Qaeda?
No, like he falls in love with the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she
Okay.
like starts to feel like weird feelings for him, but then when he finds out that she's like, you know,
Not
like a
Al-Qaeda?
reporter or whatever, like he starts threatening to kill her. But keep in mind, this is like all like that kind of movie, like with the Zoom call shit. So it's like,
Why am I imagining like
all of
man?
Al-Qaeda.
Yeah. Imagining a
On
man,
Facebook,
a man, a man in the desert with machetes. Sort of.
I really like her. One desk in the open desert, just fucking with a really long Ethernet cable.
She goes to a different school.
Goes to a different. Oh man.
Oh man, movies are funny.
You okay? You make poo poo.
Another great movie moment you had.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of real bad movies. Like I want to buy a Neil Breen movie, but they're like $15. And I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money.
With the amount of money we spent on
Yeah.
White Fox or Diamond Fox and whatever the fuck that movie's called.
That's
I
an
don't even care
awful
anymore.
movie.
Diamond Cobra versus White.
There you go.
Incredible movie. But yeah, you guys watch any good horror? Because like I'm not a big horror movie guy. I'm more of like a suspense guy. Like I watched Exorcist 3. Great movie. Great movie. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
That's horror. It's not suspense.
Yeah, not really though.
It is.
But there's not a lot like I don't know. How to,
But that's the thing. Horror. Okay, it's like horror isn't always like jump scares and this and that. There's like all these different like subgenres that go into it.
Well,
that
what
it's,
I
like,
mean is just that it's very.
it has more suspenseful elements.
It's very like you're waiting for something to happen. You're like
That's suspense.
yeah, like it's just like it's like a still shot. And you're waiting for the kid, like how the person's gonna almost Final Destination in a sense, where like the killer's gonna kill someone named Amy, right? So now like you're waiting for someone, and it's like, what's your name? Amy. You're like you're waiting for it, right?
Man,
And then there's thrillers.
that's not horror though.
That's
not
Michael Jackson.
That's Michael Jackson.
guys.
And that's horror. It's Jam Yam territory, friendos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Joey for making a long segment to eat up half of the show.
Thank you for sure.
Real.
We mean it like that.
No,
came in the fucking
like
clutch.
as this is like the Halloween episode, like
Gave us a lot of Halloween shit to talk about. For
like
sure.
really clutched.
I don't have a Halloween themed jam like I did last year for the Halloween episode because, like we said earlier, we did not even know this was gonna be the Halloween episode.
We were
but
just gonna fuck around.
I went to a party.
Mm-hmm.
DJ was playing lots of music, and I Shazammed one song. Except it was not at the party; it was in the car going to the party, and it's a Steely Dan song that I heard on Yacht Rock Radio.
The most horrific thing I've ever heard. Fucking scary as hell, Bobby.
Thank you. Right?
Very
Horrifying.
creepy.
So go ahead and check out "Do It Again" by Steely Dan.
The fucking
Your fucking
movie.
Halloween anthem.
So yeah, pretty good.
Thank you.
Not Halloween though.
No.
Mine was gonna be a Halloween song, but I chose against it. So I was listening to a band that I loved back in the day, back in like 2010, 2011 territory. And I decided to give them a listen again. And they actually do have a lot of spooky stuff, songs with a lot of mandolin and like harps and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So the song I'm going to pick is actually Rakade Ogonbryn Vara by Slagsmalsklubben.
Say that. Wait, Slagsmalsklubben?
Yeah.
Wow,
So,
I know that guy.
yeah.
Or band.
Yeah. So
Bob got me on it.
yeah, because I got Bob into it. So yeah, they're a fucking Swedish group from mad long ago.
Wait, did you say territory earlier? I thought the name of the band was Territory this whole time.
No.
Slagsmalsklubben.
Okay. I was very confused because then when you said that long ass fucking European name, I was like, whoa, that sounds like Slagsmalsklubben.
So yeah, I was gonna pick like they had a song, I forgot what it was, but they had a song off of like their later album that was like very like spooky, and I was gonna pick that song. But then I found this song, which was like an absolute banger. So yeah, check them out. Really good.
Is this your second Slagsmalsklubben song?
Is it?
Yeah, it might be. I feel like there was one that you threw in.
I don't think so.
I think you remember we did that episode where we talked back about high school and we said to pick a Jammin' Yam from back in the day. I think you picked it for that. I might be wrong.
I used to listen to them in high school too a lot.
But yeah.
Ooh.
I'd have to check.
Well, they're a good band, and like I've been listening to like their backlog, and they have some songs like hidden that it's like absolute, like you wouldn't even notice.
That's dope.
I gotta look into them now. That you kind of like jogged a memory in my head.
Yeah.
What you got, Joey?
My slam is from one of my favorite gothic new wave bands called The Cure, and the song is called Lullaby. It's a pretty eerie, spooky song about a giant tarantula man eating you while you sleep.
Lovely.
We love The Cure.
It got really quiet. I thought you guys were gonna keep talking.
No, that was it. But yeah, if you want to listen to that song Lullaby by The Cure, it's a cool eerie violin harp song.
While you go to bed, obviously.
While you go to bed.
That slam is on the jams, actually, funny enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's a good song.
Thanks for watching a very spooked out episode of the
Spooked out
Joystick.
birthday cake.
Can you edit like randomly just for the audience? I'm sure they want it. Like just like a really bad jump scare.
Okay.
Like midway through, like really scary.
Got it.
Like really fucking.
A picture.
It's just a picture of Jose naked.
Yeah.
This was, like,
Which I
mad
may
fast
or
moving.
may not have.
Yes.
You definitely have.
Yes.
May not have. Yeah. We all have.
Real quick. I know we're ending the fucking podcast. But the funniest part about that picture is Jose posted that picture to his Instagram and he blurred out his face. Like, that's not what you blur out. You know what? Maybe you blur out both, but I just thought that was fucking hilarious, man. Oh,
God, I love you, Jose.
thanks for watching the Joystick Show. Sorry if we lost you right there at the end. We do hope you have a very safe and fun Halloween. This does
Last
come
week.
after, but we still made the best of it. We still had ourselves a little spooky episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe, like I said earlier. Comment down below what you are for Halloween this year.
Or what you were.
And if you're not anything from Halloween, you're not getting out of this shit. Tell us what your favorite fucking Halloween costume was.
Or a movie. Favorite Halloween movie. Or tell us who you're voting for.
Let's just
don't vote. Wait, that'll be after.
On the fucking thing. Oh, that
Fuck the government. Don't vote.